Speaking of title queens, let's get into Madonna. I'm joking. I had to crack a joke. It's like, let's talk about Madonna. And, she made the announcement today, and the Madonna fans are gagging. The Rebel Hearts. They clutching their pearls. They are gagging over over the news that she took to social media a couple hours ago, this morning, I should say, where I'm sure it's like, London, they're a couple of hours ahead of us. So that's why she probably released it. She's probably well into recording the album. She basically revealed that she's working on the follow-up to Madam X. A lot of people was wondering, because in the beginning, when I was first writing the article, um, I was wondering, I'm like, is this a follow-up to Madam X? Is this another one of like a rejuvification of some of the music she did in the past? And Stuart is actually helping her cipher through a lot of the old classics and things. But no, it has been reported that this is a follow-up to Madam X. So she is working on new music. And we know last year, before she got with before the Confessions tour, I'm thinking of that because of Stuart Price, and he worked on Confessions. Before the Celebration tour, she was in the studio working with what's his name? She was in the studio working with Max Martin on a new album. And so she's in the studio cooking up some new music. So and the fans are excited. So let's pull up the Instagram because she revealed the carousel of photos. So yeah, this is her in the studio with Stuart Price, and the fans are equally excited because they feel like they created the best work together. So it looks like Madonna's back at work on the follow-up to Madam X because moments ago, the pop icon unleashed a carousel of photos of herself on Instagram in a London studio with none other than Confessions on a Dance Floor producer Stuart Price. A source said that Stewart was credited with helping Madonna return to form with her Confessions album, so for her to start working again with him is hugely exciting. That record was incredible, and Madonna is excited about what they can come up with. It has been 5 years since she released Madam X, which was a concept album, and Madonna is ready to put down some new tunes. Working with Stu on her tour reignited the spark. She has fire in her belly and cannot wait to get started. Now, Madge confirmed that she was in London to work with Stu last night and shared photos of herself at Stamford Bridge. Now, I'll say, as a Madonna fan, while she has given us plenty of bops throughout her 4 decade career, in my opinion, post Confessions, her body of work has been a mixed bag. We've talked about it plenty of times on this show. And so, yeah, there was that. But I wanted to also bring up, there's this picture that I want to bring up because I was like, this was her back in the day when they was working on Ray of Light. This is when he was, her musical director working behind the scenes with her on the Drowned World tour. And this is a recent photo of them in the studio, or not in the studio. I think this was during the celebration tour. I think it was like one of her, like a party or something or another that he was there for. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember that there was something that they had rekindled, they had hung out, that sort of thing. So yeah, here's another photo of them where she's on the floor. He's got all his little keyboards and synths and things around, and they're cooking up some material. Girl, got to throw that in there. So look, Stewart not only gave us Madonna's best dance album with Confessions, but he's also produced huge hits for Kylie Minogue. He did produce her Aphrodite album, and that album still slaps. He also worked with Dua Lipa, better known as Dua Lipa, but I call her Dula Peep. Shout out to Wendy Williams. He also produced stuff for The Killers, George Ezra, and Take That, who was a part, the band that Robbie Williams was in. He's also the creative music director on her recent celebration tour, so it is fitting that they're joining forces and to working on some new music together. I also think that since they are working together again, that the fans have high expectations for this new music. So with them working together, there is high expectations. Like people are thinking, I saw people commenting on my Facebook and they were like, we need a Confessions Part 2. I don't want to call it Confessions Part 2, but I get what they meant. I don't want a sequel to what they did back then. I do want a dance record from Madonna. Dance music is definitely having a resurgence. Quiet as it's kept, it really went nowhere. I always listen to dance music. I work out in house music at the gym, and there's a lot of DJs that I've been listening to that definitely keeps me, working up a sweat when it comes to, working off these pounds and stuff when I'm working out. So her getting back with Stuart Price is someone who's really good at like listening to music, taking a lot of influences, taking a lot of ideas, and stitching it all together. And that's basically what Kylie Minogue did when she brought in Stuart Price. I don't believe that Stuart Price was the initial producer on that album, but he was brought in to kind of help bring a lot of those ideas and connect everything. And and Madonna definitely. He did that definitely with Madonna's Confessions album, how he stitched it all together and made it feel like this ongoing DJ set, which is why I love the CD. The Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you want to call it, that version, I don't like that because the cuts that you have in between where they skip to the next thing, I don't like the way that it sounds when you listen to it in digital form. I prefer the CD because the CD has a great flow to it, where how it goes into the next songs. We have Hung Up, and then it goes into Get Together, and then it goes into the next song, the next song, the next song, the next song, and how it has that flow and that connection. It feels like one full, unskippable, one track album. That's what it feels like. It's a DJ set, as I was saying. So yeah, he's all like I said, he's also the creative director of her recent celebration tour. So it is for them they're working together. I just hope that they're able to break the curse of her previous collaborators and are able to create magic again, which William Orbit, who produced her Ray of Light album, failed to do with MDNA, and Mil Ways, who produced her album Music, failed to do with Madam X. I'm also hoping she doesn't succumb to this horrible trend of making songs that clock in under 3 minutes. Now, that has been an issue that I've been having with a lot of music. I've noticed Kylie Minogue's been doing that a lot lately, pandering to the TikTok audience. And then Nelly Furtado just did it with her album. I don't want another damn album that goes under 30 minutes. Madonna, you are an icon. You are someone who sets trends. Like even Beyonce. Beyonce didn't give us a 30-minute album with Renaissance. She didn't give us a 30-minute album either with Cowboy Carter. So you need to be in that I don't give a IDGAF situation where it's like I'm gonna just put out music and the album gonna be like if a song that I'm producing with Stuart needs to be 3.5 minutes, it could be 3.5 minutes. If it clocks in under 3 minutes, then if the song warrants that, then that's great. If we come up with a song in the studio and the song turns out to be a 5-minute house track that's building until we get to that big explosion of beats, and I'm trying to take you to a sense of euphoria, then if the song turns out to be 5 minutes or over 6 minutes, then that's what we need to do with the song. The songs need to, whatever song that we're working on needs to fit the requirement of whatever we're trying to do creatively. I'm not going to stifle my creativity because I want to hit a TikTok algorithm. When Quiet as It's Kept, I'll be putting a lot of my little clips and stuff on TikTok, and they be hit them huge numbers. So I don't feel like at this point anymore you need to conform to a 2.5 minute thing when TikTok allows longer form videos, or you can even put up longer songs. That should not be the end all be all and the dictation of what music is. Like I said, if a song warrants it to be certain time periods, then let it be. So mote it be, as the witches like to say. Or Wickens, whatever you want to call it. So I'm also hoping that she doesn't succumb, like I said, about the songs. And what else did I say in regards? Oh yeah, so now as for the unreleased songs that she worked on with Max Martin, I want to know what's going on with that because prior to the celebration tour, she was in the studio with Max Martin. I do feel like maybe Max Martin, some of the elements of what she worked on with him will probably still be prominent. I'm wondering if she's going to still work on those songs or if she's going to scrap them all together and be like, you know what, let's just work on whatever we working on and that's that. But I feel like because Max Martin is a super producer and an icon and someone who has worked with a plethora of artists over the years, I hope she does continue working on those Max Martin tracks, but bring Stewart in to kind of like bring it all together, along with the newer material that they're working on that she's been inspired by. I also hope, because she's working with Stuart Price, that she's going back to form as she used to do back in the day, which is you work with two producers and maybe one other songwriter and not an army of producers in a writer's camp. Because we all know that that was just not something that Madonna was good with. It affected Rebel Heart. Madam X was a mess. A lot of her other albums, like I said, post Confessions was a mixed bag. A lot of people will tell you that they feel like she jumped on the bandwagon a little too little too late with the album that she did with Pharrell and Timbaland. So, and I do feel like by the time she got on that whole futuristic pop bandwagon, It did feel a little dated, but I will say this: if I had to choose between who gave the better production on, damn, why can I not remember that album? The album that had Candy Shop on it. Like, what's going on my brain there? I'm just forgetting a lot of stuff. But anyway, if I had to choose Hard Candy, thank you. It came to my head just as I just thought about it. And I'm sure somebody already dropped the name in the comments as it came to me. But anyway, so when she did Hard Candy, right? To me, I felt like her production with Pharrell outweighed what she did with Timbaland. Timbaland's music just sounded like old typical Timbaland, and just a bunch of Justin Timberlake rejects. It just felt like Timbaland and Justin was all over that. But that retro futuristic vibe that she did with Pharrell definitely worked for me. I like those songs more so than the stuff she did with Timbaland. So I also think that the fans want Madonna to capitalize on the fun, energetic vibe of her last tour and release another dance album and leave the politics off the record. So I'm really hoping that this is just a fun record. We're not getting into politics. We're not getting into all that heavy stuff. I feel like you've been there, done that, wore the t-shirt. I just feel like with this record, we need to have fun. I feel like she's in a great place right now. Like she's got her younger man that's, throwing her back out. I've been seeing her recently when she was at one of his games, and in the box, like she's giving Taylor Swift realness with supporting her man. Although recently, we're gonna get into the story about Taylor Swift later with the Travis Kelce situation and how all the drama around that and him losing his games. But Madonna is supporting her man, who is also an athlete, and they're doing a thing, and she's up in the box and she's supporting him as a girlfriend should, because he's gonna clear them pipes later on. And now I like the fact that, with in the current political climate and all this other stuff that's going on, I need a distraction. I need a moment to escape. I need to take me out of the drama that's going on with all this stuff going on in the world, because it's just too damn serious. Everybody out here got an attitude. Everybody out here acting all stink. There's too much arguing and fighting and all these other things going on with that whole situation. And so hold on, let me take a trip over to Madonna's IG and read some of the comments of what the people saying in regards of um first of all, Madonna's thing was already there. I don't know why I opened it up to went the long way. Okay, so the people in the comments, she wrote London calling back with in the stew with Stuart Price. Now she said go Chelsea. I guess she's referring to the team, I guess, that her man plays on, because there's a soccer ball that's thrown there as well. He is a footballer. But the thing with this is this. So now I would have, if I was her, I would have put London calling dot 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 back in the stew with Stu. That's what you should have did. That would have been a little more clever. But then we would have got it because Stuart Price. Oh yeah. So these are the pictures that I was telling y'all about of her supporting her man, and she's in the box. You're gonna see her in any second supporting her man. You better do it. You better kick that ball. And yeah, she's showing her support for her man. All right, daughter. But now we back in the studio, and we'll leave it there. So yeah, she posted like a carousel. I love the fact that Instagram allows like 20 photos instead of like 10. So yeah, some of the people said the following in the comments. So I wrote, I need a new genre breaking dance pop record from the Queen. Another person said, you can say what you want, but Madonna will forever be the queen of pop no matter what. Another person said, OMG, OMG, OMG. I've been calling your name like a little prayer that you get together with Stuart again. LMG, really with the corny puns, but you're a fan, so we'll go along with it. So another person said, please, Queen M, new music, new song. Well, obviously you see from the photos in the carousel, she is working on new music. But I guess she was being vague and people didn't get it. But some people, one person said, please let it be new music and M15. So yes, it is the 15th new album. So basically, what a lot of people say, new confessions, they want new music. Let's go, mom. I'm sure this is a banger. And yes, it is that, you know what, there is high expectations because, like I said, Stuart Price is a part of the situation, and people are definitely expecting her and him to be cooking it up. And here's the thing. Stuart Price is a genius in regards of his production style, dance music. He's a DJ, also a producer, and I feel like he's going to give her the undivided attention because he is a person that came up at a certain time. So it's not going to be like one of these people that want to be a celebrity, like a Diplo or somebody else, which she has worked with in the past, that's going to, be focused on themselves rather than her as the artist. So, and I believe she's in his home studio because that's where they worked on Confessions. They worked at his home studio back in the day. I don't think that's the same one, but I'm sure she's at his house laying down some tracks. So I'll say all this to say, Madonna fans, what do y'all think of this story? Are you excited for some new Madonna music? And what do you think that we're going to be expecting from this new album? And with this new album coming out probably in 2025, are y'all here for a new Madonna tour? And if we get a new Madonna tour, what do you expect from the new Madonna tour? Would you like the new music mixed in with the hits? Because I do feel like she needs to mix that up. I do feel like don't just give us like three of the classics. I really feel like I would like some of what you gave us, but of course, rejudged. Because she don't give us the same thing. She ain't Janet Jackson. She actually does give us, she changes things up. She ain't gonna give y'all the same damn two-step, the same damn costume, and the same damn stage that she been doing for the past 10 damn years. What she's gonna do is I want the greatest hits, but mixed in with the new music. And it all kind of tells a beginning, middle, end story, which is what she does when she's on her tour. So whatever your thoughts are on this situation, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below.